friends, and welcome to a Thursday edition of Dan's At Home Update. And it all makes sense because I'm Dan, this is my home, and this is the update, or at least an attempted update. Historically speaking, Thursday's always the worst work day of the week for me. I don't know. Do you have a day that you feel like you struggle more with than others? You know, a lot of people say Mondays. Mondays for me, you know, I've had a couple of days to recharge, not too bad. But then by the time I get to Thursday, it's like, okay, do I have to really? You know, it's not the last day of the week, so you know you still have to get up at least one more time to go to work. But anyway, it's also historically a very busy day for me, trying to make sure you have everything done by the time you get to the end of the week so that you can reset and start another work week. Good morning, everybody. As I said, glad to have you up with us this morning. Hope your day is off to a good start. Let's check in with a couple of folks. Chason is up with us this morning. Jess is here. Hi, Diana. Hope you're doing well. James Poe this morning. Hi, Christine. Carolyn Davis. And this is just like posting up on any other Facebook post. You can just say good morning to me, good morning to other folks. You can tell us where you're watching from. Tammy, you're watching from Arkansas? Really? I hope you're enjoying yourself. There's some beautiful, beautiful places in Arkansas. If you ever get a chance to go up on the Buffalo River in Arkansas, just one of many places up there, but just absolutely spectacular place to spend some time, especially this time of year when you start seeing all the leaves change. Veronica, good morning to you. Also, Jess says she needed that. Well, Jess, I'm glad you needed it this morning, and you got what you needed. Denise, good morning to you. Carolyn, good morning to you. Also, Latoya is up with us this morning. Good to see you. Debbie is up. Tomlin is up this morning as well. You know what I always enjoy about reading all the different names that roll across the screen is first and last names. I love seeing, you know, the different unusual spelling of names. Always is interesting to see. And then the combination. Say Dawn, D-A-W-N-E. Cruz Martin says good morning from Moore Chevrolet in Silsbee. Dawn, you be sure to tell Charlie that Dan said hi this morning. I don't know as many people up as I used to in that direction. Lisa says good morning from Conroe. Hope all is well there. How about this one? Pat Wheeler watching in Bismarck, North Dakota this morning. So, Pat, what's weather like in Bismarck? I got a feeling it's probably significantly cooler because we started the day here in Southeast Texas well into the 70s, and we will wind up the day somewhere in the mid to upper 80s on the 22nd day of October. And it comes across as normal for us to some degree, but you talk to folks, you know, who are from the Dakotas or maybe who live in Michigan, they're like, really? But if you really want to throw them a curve, tell them what the humidity is. Tell them, you know, where you're at as far as percentages. It always shocks people when I say, they're like, oh yeah, the temperature. And you know, our old saying, right? It's not the heat, it's the humidity. I always say, you want to take a shot at what our humidity is. Oh, 40%? Try 97. You know, when we get up in the morning to start the day. So anyway, it's always a beautiful day, though. And, you know, when you get up and things are going well. Hi, Shirley. Good morning to you. Hi, Jess. She says it's really sunny and warm in Mauriceville right now. Yes, it is. And it's only going to get warmer. Hi, Katie. Also say good morning to Daryl and to Tonda as well. I'm limited on time this morning, so I'm going to move along pretty quickly here. Only got a couple of things I really wanted to show you this morning. And that being number one thing I want to get to is our headlines going on this morning across Southeast Texas. We always like to start at KFDM.com, your first stop on the internet. And I will. And I'm going to come back to this, but I have to tell you the top story of the day at this moment comes from USA Today. And it's the story here that Amy Coney Barrett's nomination moves forward with this committee vote. So it'll go to the full Senate to vote on Monday. That will be the headline of the day. The second headline of the day is in the making, and that will have to do with tonight's debate. for presidential candidates, right? Everybody kind of going, okay, how's this going to work? How's this going to look? It'll be interesting to see. All right, now, so back to our community, back to our world, which is Southeast Texas. A couple of interesting stories to focus in on this morning. One is cases at Port Arthur Independent School District at their Memorial High School got to the point that they had to call a timeout. So the district, notified of several positive cases in their buildings, has decided that they will close the high school 10th and 12th grade campus for 5 days. And that started yesterday. So that will be moving forward. Are you concerned? Are you at all paying attention to what's going on in Europe? I ran a story this morning on the KBTV portion of the morning show, the Fox portion of the morning show, dealing with Ireland's lockdown. And Ireland is going into lockdown beginning, I think it's today or tomorrow, for 6 weeks, shutting down everything but essential businesses, going back to where many people were 4 months ago. But as they see it, they have no other choice because they have seen such a meteoric, I mean, it has gone, the spike in their cases, straight up the ground. I mean, like that. You can't see them, is how high they are. They're equal to where they've been before, the highest they've been before. So they feel like they have to do something now and not wait, and something pretty drastic. Nobody wants to shut down a country. Nobody wants to lock down. But obviously they felt like that was their only option. And why have we been told that's an option, or an option that people have used in the past, is because if you don't, and it continues to spread and it burns like wildfire and you can't control it, then suddenly you lose your hospital systems, and then you're in a really desperate place. So that's what they're doing. Other countries, France, Spain, Italy, they're instituting curfews, among other things, to try to curb social behavior. Will we get there? Will we see that point? You know, some places in the Midwest are already seeing enormous spikes. Other places are not. Here in the state of Texas, we have not. Here in Southeast Texas specifically, we have not seen the kind of hospitalization jumps that they have seen in other places. But if you look in Wisconsin, for one, they're really in trouble there already with their hospitals. So you might want to, and again, to see it where you have, it's significant enough that you have to shut down schools. That should tell us all something, you know, to what degree it is here. We have seen some increases in some places, but again, Hardin County has seen a spike in their COVID cases, but they have not seen a spike in hospitalization. So that's the important thing that you have to always follow when you talk about that. And you can go and see Judge McDaniel posting his COVID cases. It's right there at the bottom of the screen, so you can go in and look at all the different numbers. And he does a weekly COVID report, as do the county judges, so you can go. And if you've been wondering about rapid testing in Southeast Texas, you can go and watch this report Ian Chris does on the results from those tests and what people are saying about accuracy of that testing. Okay, probably be, worth your time. As I said, I'm really on a tight schedule this morning, so I don't have a whole lot of time here. I do want to encourage you, if you don't mind, to just give me a like this morning if you're okay with what we're doing and you like seeing it and you'd like to see it continue. I guess a little encouragement, to keep doing it. Also, same idea, if you don't like it, I want to know too. Or you can post up a comment. If you have a question, a thought, something you want us to tackle in the future, post it up there and we will do it. Also, one last thing I thought to end on this morning, since we were going to be pretty quick, is this story. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. Do you do Airbnbs? Maybe you did them before the coronavirus. When I go someplace, I'm at the point now, I'm not a big hotel person. I'd much rather stay in somebody's house or a guest house, rent a house. Airbnb, it's a hotel room, but not, right? If you think about it. And I've stayed in them all over the world. I really have. Everywhere from, Norway to France to Austin, San Antonio, Houston. And I'm just a big fan because I like the idea. Again, I'd rather stay in a house than I had a hotel. And if I can get a cool one, that's even better, something that's different. And here's a good example of one from the Houston Chronicle today. Allison Medley bylines this story, what it's like to spend the night in a shipping container hotel in the Texas Hill Country. Now, I haven't seen the shipping containers, but I have seen the ones that are like camping trailers, right? Or you don't have to call them camping trailers, but you know what I'm talking about, RVs, and RVs where they rent out the RVs. But I haven't seen the shipping containers, but this one apparently tucked away in the hill country, and it looks pretty cool. I would like to try this. They actually call it the Flop House. That's the name of it. And it's just a few minutes outside of Round Top. So if you're curious, go check it out. It looks pretty well appointed. And it looks like the property is, you know, there you go. It even comes with a cat. Well, not a huge bedroom, but it's a shipping container, right? But look, hammocks. It's good enough for me, and some cool art. All right, so go check out the story if you get a chance. Again, that's in the Chronicle, and you could probably just do container hotel if you want to do a Google search, and that should bring it up for you. Well, that pretty much does it for me. I've got to run. I know you have things to do today as well. Remind you always that you can catch us not only here on the Facebook page, but also on Twitter, Morning TV Dan, and also on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel, Dan's at Home, and we post all of our updates onto the YouTube channel as well. Again, don't forget, you can send me a note here on this post, and I will see it, read it, and maybe we'll bring it into our discussion tomorrow. In the meantime, though, go out and make it a good day. Do what you've got to do, but remember, do it wisely, carefully, and enjoy your day. Reach out to somebody, make a difference, and we will look forward to seeing you back here bright and early tomorrow morning, of course, on KFDM TV with the morning show, and also here with the At Home Update.